The following is a Podbeard production.
Explosions make things sound cooler.
Anyway,
Vengeance initiated.
don't you bro no more.
In a world where two ordinary gamers team up to fight the forces of boredom, this is their podcast, and this is their story.
Podbeard Studios presents Sessions with Cashdoor Jones, featuring such hits as
You never forget the first time you awkwardly encounter a girl after you've just hit puberty.
also featuring
Tangents. Oh, look, there's a tangerine. Oh, look, there's a basket now. Oh my god, an empty beer can.
And Who Could Forget.
Sometimes I look into the sky, but all I see is rain, 'cause it's just raindrops in my eyes.
And the penultimate classic,
Don't forget your sunglasses at work. It makes it hard to drive home at night.
You can purchase all of these songs right now by going to podbeardnetwork.com/sessions with Cashdoor Jones for 17 easy payments of $497.
And I put a pizza pop in the toaster.
What's up, everybody? I'm Harder.
And I'm Kaz.
And today, this is Two Guys and Another Guy in a Game! That was like really high pitch and
Spikes.
loud. I'm sorry. So today, we have a very special guest for the podcast. Very, very excited about this. I still haven't really, I don't think we've really come up with a nickname for you yet. So I'm just going to call you Nathaniel.
That's fine.
Is that fine?
Yes.
That is exemplary. Thank you.
That is quite adequate. Thank you. My name is Nathaniel. So we have our buddy Nathaniel from I guess work.
Yep.
Is that how we met him? Kind of. I guess that's the
Yeah.
So basically, we've been kind of chatting for the last
Decades.
decade,
Yeah.
year or so, give or take, and we've come to realize how much of a big gaming fan, gamer, or whatever hell you want to call it, that you actually are. And also, since we've been doing this podcast and Kaz told you about it, that you've actually been listening to our podcast.
Yeah.
So we thought, hey, what the hell?
Yep.
We like having people on this podcast sometimes.
Yeah.
It's key.
Especially Brandon.
Nah.
What do you mean?
Aha! It's always good for. And, the editing and all the really hard stuff on the podcast, he does.
No,
I'm just
we
saying I
do the
like
hard
having him on
stuff.
too.
We do the hard stuff.
Oh, jeez, Rick, we do all the hard stuff around here, don't we? Shut the fuck up, Morty. No one wants to hear from you today. So what's new and exciting, man? Kaz and Nate.
I got my car.
You got a car?
Yes.
That's
tell.
freaking exciting.
It's a beautiful car. It's 2018 Honda Civic. It's right, ladies. Your boy Kaz drives a Honda Civic.
Whoop, whoop.
Post my number. It's attached to the link in the podcast. Just kidding. Haha. That's
I
a
will-
Domino's pizza number.
No, I should.
Got you.
I should put out that thing that's like the line for fuckboys reject or something.
yeah.
That totally exists. I should totally do that. Just, someone calls it. It's just like, the person you have tried to contact thinks you are a fuckboy.
Is that what?
Yeah, dude. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure. I got to move your mic a little bit closer to you. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Just put the Domino's pizza number in there. They call her. Hi, you've reached Domino's Pizza, where pizza is our pleasure. Is Kaz there? Who's Kaz?
Is Kaz there?
We have.
Who the fuck are these people calling asking for Kaz?
Like, what the fuck? It's like, no, but we do have pepperoni.
We totally have pepperoni, bro. That would be fucking hilarious, actually.
I'd love to do that, but now we've already gave it away, so now no one's ever going to trust us.
Shame.
Totally
Okay,
sure.
we'll just change the number to Tim Hortons.
Ha change it to work.
That's what I mean.
Change it up. People call work all the time.
Hi, I'm looking for Kaz. Zach, phone for you, buddy.
That was the worst impression I've ever heard in my life.
Shut up. You do a better one.
Buddy.
No.
I can't do it either. He has to be like
I think yours is better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think mine's pretty good?
Yeah.
Mine's okay.
So do it.
Because the other day he was like, you can't do an impression of me. I was like, I totally can, but I have to be like around him to do it properly. Because I have to be like when I'm trying to imitate someone, I have to be around them to like get the cadence. Because I can't do impressions like when I do my Gene Simmons from Kiss. I don't actually sound like Gene Simmons, but I have his cadence down to a T. Like the way that he talks, he doesn't talk like a normal human being. When I'm saying, Kaz, I've come to you today to tell you that you have ripped off Kiss. Like that's really how that dude talks.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like I can't do it unless I'm next time. Like, because he was saying that he wants to come on the podcast too. I think that'd be hilarious. Because it's like it would have no context. We wouldn't be talking about video games at all. It would just be like him telling
Wet floor.
Aha. So what's new inside with you, man?
I don't know.
Well, I guess I would say what's new, but like you've never been on the show. So like, how excited are you to be on Two Guys in a Game?
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, this illustrious, semi-famous podcast that like 4 people listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even
one of
listen
those
to
4.
Yay! Yay! What's been your favorite episode so far? Do you have one?
Oh God. Putting me on the spot. I can't.
I'm totally putting you on the spot. Seeing if you actually pay attention or not.
I do majority of the time, but
I do the majority of the time. I tune in and out.
the last one, to be honest, I probably tuned out a bit. But
Well, that was Kaz's fault.
No, it wasn't
No,
my
because
fault.
I talked more in that episode, so that's why.
Okay. I didn't want to bring it up, but yes, I am.
I did pay more attention when you started talking about that game you're playing. Everyone wants to play. Yes, yeah, that caught my attention.
Yeah, see, like that's the whole thing is like we were joking a lot about last week about like the fact that sometimes we'll go like 10 minutes without actually talking about video games. And it's the big running joke with our boy Sam. It's like he's always like, oh, I can't wait to hear you guys talk about something other than video games for 40 minutes.
like planets.
Yeah.
Captain Planet. He's Australian.
He texted me today and he was like, oh, I can't wait to hear about Kaz's car for 38 minutes. And I was like, brah, 48. Like, fight me.
It was like 10 seconds.
It was literally like a few minutes. So we're doing pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
We actually are doing really good. So nothing is new and exciting for anyone?
No, my
Especially
car.
me, except for the car.
Yeah.
Nothing's new and exciting?
So Nathaniel, do you
that
think
might have been my new and exciting thing? Is Kaz's new car? Actually,
he actually does
Yes,
like my car?
I was very
It's
excited
a
to
pretty
see
cool
that
car.
car.
You got a nice car too, though.
It's alright.
We all have nice cars now, except for TJ, who has a pink Jeep.
It's not even okay. It is a black Jeep.
So I have a question for Nathaniel.
Okay.
Do I go off on too many tangents?
No, you go on the right amount of tangents.
Yes.
The right amount.
That was a good
See?
answer.
You heard it here first, folks. The guy who was on our show
I mean,
said
even if he had said that I had too many tangents, I would have been like, yes, because that's still the answer I was looking for. If he said, I don't think you go on enough tangents, I would have been like, that's it. Podcast.
I think it's the right
Shut
amount.
it down.
I think it's the right amount. I've enjoyed
it
the last
down.
couple episodes with the right amount. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's like it'd be too much, but like I think it's perfect.
Sometimes it's too hot, sometimes it's too cold, and sometimes it's just right.
It's just groovy. So I have no idea where I'm going with this right now. So I believe it is now time for some gaming news.
Ready your sphincters, everyone. It's now time for Hotter and Kaz's Sexy News Report.
I put up my poll and I did ask in the question, do you guys think that gaming news was relevant? And a couple people said that they enjoyed it. So suck on that, people who thought it was stupid. Talking about Josh Brolin. I think it was totally relevant, damn it.
This isn't gaming
Oh,
news. You're
that
going off on a
Fortnite
tangent.
thing.
Yeah, the Fortnite thing.
I don't give two
Yeah.
shits about Fortnite.
I don't either, actually. So-
Nobody cares about Fortnite except for Darren.
Haha. What?
What? No, I play poker online in my basement.
Shout out to the Dare. We love you, buddy. No, but seriously, gaming news. So we're probably going to crap all over this in a second, but for those of you out there, because I know that
Labo,
there are people
Nintendo,
out there.
Labo,
No, we're
Nintendo.
not talking about the Labo. Shut up. Okay. No more tangents right now.
I thought
This
that's
is
what we
gaming
were
news.
going
It's
to
a very
crap on.
serious segment. No. So there are a bunch of you out there listening to the show that are fans of Call of Duty. So Black Ops 4 was announced. So yeah,
4?
However, it was released just the other day. I was reading on GameSpot, which is usually where I go for my stuff. That's it will not, I repeat, not have a traditional single-player campaign. The new Call of Duty will not have a traditional single-player campaign.
But-
However, it will have solo missions for each character for multiplayer.
Wait, are they doing like an Overwatch thing now? They have characters and shit?
I guess so. that seems to be what they're going with. However, have
Can you
no
play
fear.
as the gorilla?
Yes. Okay. Have no fear though, because there will still be zombies.
Okay.
So that's what you
Yeah,
play Call of
the
Duty.
kids
What
like
do you
the
play?
zombies.
Yeah, the kids like the zombies.
Yeah, but
And the
zombies is
kids are
terrible
playing
now,
the
though.
campaign anyway. They're going straight into multiplayer.
Exactly. Like no one. I understand. I don't agree with it, but I understand why they're doing it. And then also, they're pretty late to the freaking party on this, but they will be going the route of the Fortnites and everything, and adding a battle royale mode called Blackout.
Okay.
What a freaking what a creative freaking name, Blackout.
Black Ops, Blackout.
Yeah, I know. I was
Black
kind of
Ops,
making a
Blackout,
joke, but it's
Black-
actually really not
Black
that
Ops out. I'm out of Black Ops.
bad. Haha.
I'm not
Does anyone
into it.
actually care about this series anymore? But you were gonna say something before I cut you off to finish my.
I think it was the campaign. Just like the kids don't like the campaign.
Yeah, exactly. Like they don't. So like I totally understand why they're doing it. If you guys want a little bit more about this, actually GameSpot released like a little video. I didn't feel there was any points I really needed to touch on
Yeah.
it just for our gaming news here today. But basically, the gist of it is there's going to be no campaign, and people are pissed.
Chaos.
In a kind of ending off the gaming news here, but in a world where two guys team up to fight the forces of boredom. No, but seriously, in a world where like so many more people are going offline and are wanting that single player experience, like good single player experience. Like, I know me personally, like I don't freaking play online at all.
No, I'm staying away from that now.
No, man. Only little turds play online.
Man, you totally just sniped me, bro.
Oh, you're just a camper. You were camping there. That's the whole point of Fortnite.
Yo, you know a term I never heard before until I never knew this was a thing. And now I'm like, yo, like I'm all about it now. Shout outs to the Life is Casual Gamers podcast. I need to make sure I tag them in it.
Casual.
Great
Gamer
podcast I just discovered
podcast.
actually, and they're Canadian too. So whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, that's right. We discriminate against non-Canadian podcasts.
Yeah, screw you guys.
you.
We love you, Larry and crew.
Yeah.
But they were talking on their podcast about stream sniping.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And Brandon was like, you never heard of stream sniping? And I'm like, what is that? He's like, it's literally when you're playing with someone who's streaming and you see where they are and you kill them. And I'm like,
yeah.
that is the smartest thing I've ever heard in my life. Why have I never thought of that when I'm playing online? Like, I don't play online that much, but I'm
Can
just
you
like,
imagine? Oh my gosh, that is like the biggest one. Hey guys, just check it out, my new Call of Duty video. Totally gonna post it. Oh, I just got killed again. How'd that guy find me? I was the most obscure
I'm
spot.
literally camping my ass off.
Whatever. I'm
right
just
now.
gonna stay in the spawn now. Nobody's gonna find me. Oh, what the hell? How does everyone know where I'm gonna be? Just like.
Well, it's true. It's like I never thought of it. So the other night I was like, okay.
Can I just touch base a little bit on something gaming news related?
Can I
sort
finish
of?
my thought?
Oh, I thought you were
And then
done. You
I
said
was
you were
gonna move
wrapping
on.
up gaming news.
Yeah, well, gaming news has been wrapped up already. I meant like for the music to stop because that was all the gaming news I
Oh.
had. I know you have something, and I'm getting to you. It's okay.
Well, because I'm not going to be
can't see it, but I'm
talking
touching
for the rest of
Kaz.
this podcast
Yes, you
once we get into our
are.
topic.
You're
so.
Cazador Jones. No one can shut you up.
That's true.
It's time for a tangent.
I just realized the odd one out. You're all wearing Rick and Morty shirts, and I'm just.
Yeah, you're not. What the hell? You didn't get the memo.
I did not get the memo. No.
His is cooler though. Mine's just pickle Rick.
I need to go.
Mine's
out and
like
buy
a
one.
Where's Waldo page. Can you find me? Haha. Stick around. We'll be
There's
right back
Jerry.
after these messages.
Boop.
Rick's right in the middle.
Right on the nipple.
Don't touch my Jerry nipple.
Haha. No, but I just was gonna say I went on after I learned the whole stream sniping. I ended up going on Battlefront.
Yeah.
Which I haven't played in forever. I went on and I was watching a streamer on my phone, and I totally stream sniped someone.
Oh
It was
my
so
gosh.
fun because he was like, "No, I'm gonna go over here, bro. I'm gonna get this guy," and I was like, "That's me." Oh my god! So I was like, "Bro," and I typed in the thing. I was like, "Pwned," and then I fucking threw a grenade at him. Killed him, and I was like, "Yes!" He was so mad. He was like, "How did he know I was there?" And I was like, "Ha ha!" So yeah, that's my gaming news / rant about stream sniping,
Screen peeking.
future
Future
screen
screen
sniping.
peeking, sorry.
It's basically like the next generation's screen peeking.
And they
essentially.
said all original gaming is dead.
It's totally not, bro.
It's still there.
It's totally not. Okay, so what do you have for us this week and relates to
Well, I want to touch base more on it when I have like probably for next week.
next week? We'll talk about
But
it
I'm just
more.
bringing this topic. It's almost like a sneak preview. I'm calling bullshit on all these Pokemon rumors that are coming out for the Switch.
So you are talking about gaming rumors.
Yeah, so
Go, talk.
TJ just like flailed his arms around and punched me in the face. So.
I was cueing something.
No, I know.
See it.
And so the only reason why is actually my good buddy here, Nathaniel, informed me about the leaks yesterday.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I got to check this out. So last night I get home and I go online and I'm looking up stuff, I'm researching, and then I watch this really irritating video from a YouTuber.
Wait, don't watch those.
No. And this is the only reason why.
Calling him out.
I was researching on my own, and I'm like, okay, yeah.
He was researching.
I was.
That's like watching porn and trying to learn how to have sex. Okay, come on.
No.
Look, you just
I was.
did me. I keep pulling the cord out of my
This
headphones. Please
is
continue.
legit. Like, I was like, okay, if this is real, it's gotta have some like legibility to it. Like, it's gotta have something that just sticks out, going like, yes.
Yeah.
But then I'm reading all these facts and I'm picking up all the facts and I'm just like,
Facts.
no. Anyways, that's my sneak preview. I will explain more. Well, go ahead, Nathaniel.
He wants to go
No,
off.
I wanted to hear what did you
Give it a
find
little
out?
more. A little more.
Okay, fine.
We'll go off on it next week.
You do not integrate a Pokemon game called Let's Go Pikachu Pokemon Go for the Nintendo Switch. That is not a real
That's
title.
such a stupid thing.
And then
But watch them do it though.
if they do it, then I'm
Watch me.
They
It's
can't.
Nintendo.
Nintendo's right now. We're gonna throw it over to Nintendo right now, and they're sitting there just like, fucking watch me, bro. And they're gonna release it
Anyways, I'll talk more about that
next
later
week.
Once, I've got
gonna do a
I've got
video-
more steam for it when I have more
I
steam
didn't
for it.
see the video, so I'll watch it, and then we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, well, it's all just rumors, so
Gaming rumors.
yeah.
Haha. That's pretty cool. So what's everybody playing this week? Or you can talk about what you're actually. You know what? Before we talk about that, I think that everybody would like to learn a little bit more about what kind of gamer you are.
Okay.
Nate, Nathaniel, the Prince, the King, whatever we're gonna call you.
Yes.
Because I know that you are you like a lot of the same kind of games as we do, like your RPGs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know you also are a huge Pokemon fan. So that's cool, because
I like
I'm
that
not
Pokemon.
and he is, and so that's cool. But I also know that you are like a big trophy hunter.
Yeah.
Like it's like you're like next, because like me, I'm like, oh cool, I got all these trophies right now. But you're like, no, like 100% everything.
No. If I'm investing into like a game, I gotta get all the trophies. It's almost like OCD. It's bad, and sometimes it gets to a point where like I get pissed off at myself that I'm doing this. It kills me. I'm like, why am I wasting my time on these trophies? But it's like I gotta get them.
You gotta do it.
Yes.
Even because like what's like the hardest one you've had to like 100%?
I was just pulling out my trophy list actually. I wanted to see.
Pulling out the trophy list on the phone. Because I'm curious.
Yeah. A hard one was The Last of Us.
That would be a hard one.
Like not only getting like the platinum, but getting 100%. They added trophies for grounded mode. Have you ever played that mode?
I did not.
It's like the hardest difficulty. You get like no ammo or anything. You like
You have to just melee everything and like.
yeah, you have to stealth everything.
Or
The enemies
stealth,
like
yeah.
one shot you.
Wow.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I cheesed it. I had like a save file with a shit ton of ammo, and I played the game backwards.
Oh yeah.
So like I had a shit ton of ammo on the last level, and I just went through that, and I just played it in reverse, and it still counted that I played through the game on the hardest difficulty.
Wow.
But you had a bunch of ammo though.
yeah.
So
yeah.
it wasn't too bad.
No.
Still hard though. Yeah. Fuck. What would you say is like your favorite genre of games?
Definitely action games. I love those.
So like when action, you mean like The Last of Us?
More like the Dark Souls, the God of War.
So like okay, like Uncharted maybe.
I never played that one though.
No, well, just like that series of like not like your RPG oriented stuff.
Oh yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, action. Cool. Well, I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to be talking about a little bit about God of War today, in a little bit, just a little bit of a sneaking suspicion. What would you say is like your like all time favorite game, or like give me your top five if it's easier?
Oh man.
You can't ask that question on this podcast. We've been through this multiple
not?
times. You know that. What's your favorite game, TJ? Ain't Chronicles of Mage.
It's not my favorite game.
Time because it taught me how to read.
Ha ha ha.
Majora's Mask taught me how to feel.
Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Shout out to episode 7 and 8 of The Hotter Show. Please continue, Nathaniel.
Yeah, if like someone had a gun to my head and just like you had to pick these series and you just had to play them till you die, I'd be like, all right, that would be Monster Hunter, Pokemon, Dark Souls.
He's thinking hard here. He's like, wait.
I don't know if there's anything else. Like
Well,
those
that's
games.
a good kind of round. I just
Yeah.
like people to know what kind of gamers we're dealing with. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so you like your Pokemon, your Dark
like my
Souls.
Dark-
and
yeah.
Monster Hunter's cool. I've never really gotten into that franchise too much.
It's niche.
Yeah. Same with Dark Souls. But I did play Bloodborne. I didn't like Bloodborne too much. I don't think I really talked about that on the pod, but yeah, I didn't like Bloodborne too much.
I wanted you to get into Bloodborne.
Can't do it, man. I tried for you. I was like, yo, like,
Is
he likes this
Bloodborne the
game,
Dark
so-
Souls like spin-off, or is it the add-on, or what is it?
They call it like it's the same kind of mechanics, but it's not like a spin-off, so it's like
Totally
they don't
different
follow
story.
Different
it's a
story,
different
yes.
story, okay.
Yes.
But like it's the same, like the combat seems similar. The
It
enemies,
is.
everything's
I've seen the
super
gameplay. I
hard,
just
like-
didn't understand because the videos I was watching, they were like, "Yeah, this is just like it's essentially Dark Souls." And I was like,
having
okay.
having played both the beginning of the games, I think Bloodborne was way harder.
Oh yeah.
Like for God's sake, the first enemy you encounter in Bloodborne, like I couldn't even fight it.
Yeah, no, that's on purpose.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But I was like, well, shit. I'm gonna take on this wolf thing, and then it just instantly killed me. And I'm like,
I like those games
Shit.
because you're supposed to learn from your mistakes. So like you encountered that enemy and you didn't really have anything to combat it. You just had your fists. So you die and you learn it's like, okay, I can't do damage with just my fists, right?
you need a weapon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you eventually pick up a weapon and then you learn how
Kill
to
them.
use the
Yeah.
weapon, and such.
So you're like the kind of gamer who you like to be like, you do like to be challenged. You
Yes.
like games that teach you from your mistakes and everything. And
Yes.
Yeah. So
I
like,
find enjoyment from my mistakes. Yes. I'm a masochist.
so when you kill people, do you bury them in the backyard or under your floorboards?
No comment.
'Cause that's just to me, like it's so. Because like when I sit down to play a video game, I'm like, yo, like I
Let's
want
turn the jump scares off.
Yeah, like I'm just here to have a good time.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like but that being said, I am really I do enjoy more now like a little bit of challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I die, I still want to be like, well, that was really stupid of me to do. Or like, oh, I don't know how to do this. How do I do this?
Yeah.
And I like games where like they won't hold your hand or necessarily teach you, but they'll be like, hey, brah, look over here.
Yeah,
brah."
just
like
yeah.
a little bit, just
A
give me
little
something.
hint,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not saying you have to literally give me the whole game and be like, here's how you do everything. Oh, you can't beat this puzzle eventually. Oh, here you go. We'll show you how to do it. But for me, like I want to have a good time, you know.
Yeah,
I guess I'm kind of I'm the lame gamer, quote unquote, because like I don't like play all these new games and shit. But I like my games. Like I like to have fun and everything, you know. So it's cool that you're like kind of like the opposite side of it, and Kaz is kind of like in the middle.
In between.
What? I'm still here. I'm just joking.
Of course, you're still here. I was expecting you to jump in more, and you just kind of were like,
Well, no, I just was letting Nathaniel talk.
yeah, we're having a
because
great little
he's
conversation
new.
here. He's new to the two guys and another guy in a game.
Yeah, I'd like to hear his thoughts.
Yeah, he's
Let
a good
him
guy.
go off on some tangents. He can be the tangent prince.
The tangent prince.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Thank you.
You want a star?
Huh?
What? What would you say is your favorite console?
Console? Ooh.
I mean, you know, Nintendo Switch, I would say.
It's probably the Switch, right?
No.
Or Nintendo.
No.
It better be a Nintendo console, so we're going to kick you off this podcast right now.
I'm sorry, but the exclusives on the PlayStation, they're so good.
There's some some
so
okay
good.
games, I guess.
I had an Xbox before I had my PlayStation, and those exclusives are doo-doo.
Disqualified.
They're doo-doo.
There's a
Are
reason why they
doo-doo.
put an X on that box. Am I right?
Kaz's burns. Hashtag Kaz's burns.
I'm gonna
on
go
Twitter.
home and my Xbox will have killed my whole family now. No, what happened? What happened to everybody? It was me, Zach, your Xbox One. You have betrayed Microsoft and therefore must pay.
You have betrayed Microsoft and therefore the world.
You must now play Halo 6 beta for
no.
18 hours straight.
That's enough to kill someone just doing that.
It's enough to play 1 hour of a beta on Halo now.
10 minutes. It's like, I'm out, man. I can't do it.
I get it. You're releasing another shitty game. Thank you.
So, what is everybody playing this week? Now that we've learned a little bit more about the king,
What you playing?
what you playing this week?
What am I playing? I mean, I did platinum God of War recently.
Oh yeah,
You playing some girls? Just joking.
plays of God of War. He's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. Y'all need to help a brother. What's going on here? What's happening right now?
But yeah, no, I haven't really been playing anything. Oh, my brother just borrowed A 1,000 Year Door. And I wanted to- that'll be my first Paper Mario. I want to
Really?
get into
You
that.
never played N64?
No.
No. Interesting. 1,000 Year Door is a good one.
Yes.
We voted that our number one. Correct?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Hell
I was
Number
like,
one GameCube?
Yeah.
number
for
one
Par-
Paper Mario game.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we
yes,
did a
yes.
one where we like ranked the Paper Marios.
Right.
And I couldn't remember what the hell we ranked.
Some paper was
I think
higher
I
quality
remember
than
it.
others.
I think I remember that one. And then
It's like
you were going
22
off
or
on
something.
Sticker Star being doo-doo and stuff, right?
I'm liking the censorship.
Yeah.
You don't have to censor yourself. You can if you want, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Doo-doo,
Sticker Star
doo-doo
was-
is just part of my vocabulary.
Yeah, Sticker Star and Color Splash have just gone off, but that was my argument, basically.
Pretty much. What are you playing this week? Cazador Jones.
I am playing some Breath of the Wild.
Really?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
You're so lame. Who
Dude.
plays old games?
Have you
Ugh.
ever just surfed down a mountainside on your shield?
Yes,
While the
actually.
wind's blowing, and then you go off a cliff, and you're like, I can survive this jump. I can survive this jump. I can.
There were no survivors.
No, actually,
We died.
I've been playing it just like here and there, like whenever I have some free time after work. Just pick
Which
it up.
is never.
Which is never.
Yeah.
And so it's
'Cause you're either
basically like
working or
I'm
you're
literally
here
progressing through it so slowly. Like I'm not like progressing fast. Like I've only done one Divine
Yeah.
Beast, and it's just the one that gives you the updraft. So you
Oh, I
can
was
fly
just
around.
about to ask you if you got to the DLC. Do you have
No,
the DLC?
yeah, I do. I just haven't. I haven't done that yet. I do have the Master Sword. I got all the hearts because TJ's argument was you just need hearts, bro. But I still have full
That's
stamina
not
wheels.
what you told
I
me.
still have full stamina
I'm
wheels.
still pissed at you for that.
Still have full
Isn't
stamina
it better
wheels.
to go for the stamina instead of health, and then you
No.
can just
That's what he
eat?
told me, and he
It's
was
not.
wrong.
Really?
It's not.
then you
It's
can't
not
get the
better to
Master
do
Sword.
either. You don't really need hearts or.
But you
stamina
can.
wheels.
Can't you convert them? Like,
You can.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. If I had known that, I wouldn't have been as mad at him. I didn't know that.
It's like whatever. Who cares? The reason why was when I started playing that game, I didn't know that the Master Sword was even in the game. That's the truth. Until I got my
How
first.
do you not know that?
Well, because like my friends were like,
Bruh.
"Yeah, it is in the game," and I'm like, "No." And then I saw it like on the front cover. I'm like, "Oh, it's all gross and dirty. There's no way the Master Sword's going to be in this game. It's probably just like an ancient relic now." And that was kind of my headspace. And then, like as I progressed through the game and I saw Link having the Master Sword, I was like, maybe the Master Sword is in the game. And it wasn't until like I was like already like halfway through the game where I went into the forest and found the Master Sword, and I already had enough hearts to get it, so I just pulled it out.
See, I didn't because I put all my stuff in the stamina like you told me to.
Because that's how I played the game. Was like I went into this game knowing you have to climb everything, so that was my instinct. Was like,
I play the game.
well, that's fine. So don't ask me for advice then. Just take the goddamn free
Just play
Zelda
the-
game.
play the game your
free Zelda game.
The best part about it is I was blowing it from you.
Free. You get to play Breath of the Wild for free.
I know. The last like 2 major games I've been playing recently, I was bored with people. Or they've been
And-
free.
But yeah, no, I'm just sticking around, and I've been shield surfing my way around Hyrule, and it's actually been really fun. Like I've been going off like high cliffs and surviving. It's fun.
Dope.
Yeah, that's
Big game.
awesome.
It's a fun game. Like once I played through it and beat it, I was like, I don't feel like I need to play this game again.
Yeah.
Personally, eventually I might be like, hey, bro, can I borrow that off you again?
Because it takes a lot out of you, just because like the game startup is so slow. That's the only thing I'll say about it. Like it's great for your first time because you're getting into that, but then once you start it up again, it's not like other Zelda games where it's just like your Link is this. Go get your sword.
Oh, yeah, you
go get
just
your
follow the
shield,
path.
and then boom, you're done. You're good. This one's like, oh, Okay, hello, welcome to Tutorial Island. I'm Princess Zelda.
I'm Princess Zelda.
And unfortunately,
This is a
Link,
flower.
my blood
I'm
moon is
British.
rising once again. Link's like, oh shit.
Christ.
No, it's true though. That's the thing. The blood moon rises once again. It happens
Yeah,
once
not her
every
blood
month.
moon.
It happens once a month. What do you think? You think that's coincidence?
I didn't realize that.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
like literally. Well, no, it's actually just it
Nintendo.
happens.
It's more than
It's
that,
more
but
if you kill
Nintendo.
like a certain amount of enemies in
Yeah, yeah.
Hyrule, then
Yeah,
it resets them.
yeah,
by
yeah,
doing
yeah,
boom.
yeah.
But I
Okay,
was
right.
like attesting it to like that's why
I know what you're attesting.
Yeah.
You're comparing it. I get the joke.
Link's just like, well, I'm not saving her this week. Maybe next week.
Ruthless. Link is a pig.
Yeah, of course he is. He stares at her ass all the time when she's picking flowers and fun. Hey, Link, you should eat this frog. You can stare at my butt more when I'm not looking. But don't follow me. I don't need an escort. I'm British.
But look at my butt.
Yeah, pretty much.
And my father says
So that's what I've been playing. TJ, I'm playing Alien Chronicles First Mage. All right. So
Actually,
let's move on.
fun fact. I have been playing Alien Chronicles the first.
So let's move on to our topic.
No, actually, funny story. A couple weeks ago, when I was talking about the free PSN games for the month, one of them was Rayman Legends, and I was like, I have no desire to play this game, but whatever. Some people might enjoy it. So me and Sam were looking for a game to play together, and I ended up just kind of biting the bullet and downloading it because I mean it was free. So I was like, worst case scenario, we play it once and never play it again. It's free.
Yep.
Who cares? I knew it was like a basic platform and puzzle game, and I'm like, she likes those. I like those. Cool. So we downloaded it, and kind of an awkward start. Like it's kind of just like, oh hey, so we need heroes to save the world and stuff. I guess here you go. Here's you. Go do stuff. And I was kind of like, bruh. Like,
What am I? Am I a dog or
like I was just kind of like, I don't really know.
am
Like,
I Rayman?
is there a backstory here? Or what? But I guess that's kind of the point. Like it almost feels like you're just thrown into it. And it's basically a bunch of like little games inside a big game, kind of. There's different worlds and stuff, which is cool, but super, super solid as hell mechanic wise.
Yeah, it
like
is. It's a very
everything's super tight. It's just platforming.
and the fact
a
that
little bit
this
of combat.
game is still around after the amount of years it's been, and like
Yeah.
it does live up to it. Plus, it was the rebirth of Rayman. Sorry, Raymond.
When did it come out?
This came out like probably at least 6 years ago.
2013 or something?
Yeah,
I think it was.
pretty-
I don't think it was
Okay,
6,
yeah.
but 2013. At least.
It was on like the last gen consoles, right?
Yeah, it was on
believe
Xbox
it- yeah.
360. Like that's
Yeah,
it
and
was on
PS3.
Wii U. Wii.
And this is the
wanna say
remastered or whatever.
it was remastered.
And
yeah.
it's usually free now. It's on the free game list, but it's been popular. It's a good platform.
It's really, like, and-
it's solid.
And for me personally, like when I know that this is a really solid game, is like when Sam plays. Like I'm playing this game with Sam, like most of the last like night or so, and like she's just like, we're having fun, we're laughing, this is great. There's some challenges in there once in a while where like I'll accidentally kill her or something, and just turn around and look at me, and I'm like, ah shit, man, ah shit. So it's like, it's just a really fun game. Like there's really funny, goofy characters, and like it's really, really freaking enjoyable.
So
And
what do you give it out of 2?
Probably like a 1.90.
So you don't give it an 18 out of 3?
Actually, say 16.
16 out of 2?
16 out of 2. Because it's a great game. Like I really am.
So you give it an
enjoying
8. Because 16 over 2 is 8. So
Okay.
that's just some
Hey, I don't,
Quick math.
some quick
I don't do math.
division.
Some quick division. But yeah, I believe it is still free right now on PSN. So if you guys are looking for a good platformer / a little bit of combat / puzzle / feel good, funny game,
Yep.
check it out because it's really, really fun.
All right, I
And it's
will.
up to 4 players.
Okay, I gotta go. See you.
Okay, bye.
Thanks. Oh, it's
So,
now 2 guys in a game. Okay,
it's just 2 guys in a game again.
No, I'm just joking.
I thought you actually had to leave. I was like, oh, okay, bye. Bye, bish. So,
Like I was gonna go get Rayman. You got that right? That's what I was meaning. Okay, I gotta go. Like get Rayman because you were like go
haha, no.
over the head.
Went right over my head.
Okay.
So, one of the reasons why we had our boy here on the show today was because we have been talking the last week or so, mainly last week, about how I have been playing God of War
Yes.
and how I would like to review God of War here today on episode 26, Hot of War.
Yep.
Ha ha. And I was trying to like figure out a way I can incorporate your name into it too. And I was like, Heart of Nate of War. I was like, we'll just call it Heart of War. I don't know. That's the joke he
Kaz
made.
of
Or
Door.
Kaz of Door.
Kaz
Then
of
you were like,
Door.
no, it needs to be Heart of Door.
Heart
Heart of Door.
Heart of Door.
Heart of War. Yeah, okay. But it's cool because it's the game I've mainly been playing, and I was kind of meh about it at first. Like when it came out, everyone was freaking out about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so it's God of War,
But you get a canoe.
pretty much. And I was like, and you have a kid following you around. I'm like, so it's basically Last of Us
Yes.
with Kratos.
With a canoe.
With the canoe. And people were kind of like, yeah, man, it's pretty good, bro. And
The canoe's maneuvering is so good in this game. What, I have to have some input. I haven't played the game.
no, it's because you're referring to me and you playing Battlefront. That's why.
What are you talking about, Battlefront?
Yeah, when we were playing Battlefront, you were in the Millennium Falcon, and I was like, oh, your maneuvering is so good. Ooh. And you
It
were
is
like,
good, though.
yeah, it is. I know.
No, I'm just making fun of the canoe.
Haha.
Because that's all I got to see of the gameplay when TJ showed me. He was like, yeah, so this game's pretty good. Look at my axe. Okay, I'll look at my canoe.
Yeah, I was trying
How
to show
far
him
were
the
you
game.
though? How far were you?
I just got to wait. Hang on, I gotta think for a second.
being attacked by a dragon that he was supposed to set free.
Oh,
Well, that was like
yeah. Okay, yeah.
I just.
you
Well,
gotta
I have
figure-
two now. 2 dragons I've set free. I just. I have the head.
Oh, Mimir.
I'm Mimir,
Yes.
who has added a whole new level of enjoyability
Yes.
to this freaking game. But with this game, like I was kind of like meh about it. And my boy Dark Runner, shouts to him. Actually, the reason I have this game right now is because of him. He lent it to me, so thank you very much to him. He was like, "Dude, like you gotta play. It's really good." And I was like, okay, cool. Like sometimes we do have different tastes in games. So I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy this game because like I like God of War as a series, but it wasn't like a end all be all for me. Like I was kind of like, meh. What are you laughing
Nothing.
at?
I was just gonna say something, but I don't want to.
Just do it because
Well, I like God of War. I like hack and slashes. I love canoe simulators.
that's why you need to just jump in. 'Cause that was funny. I give you permission to go on any tangent you want.
I know, but today isn't about me. It's about Nathaniel
And me.
And no, just Nathaniel.
Just Nathaniel.
Never about you.
It's never actually about me.
So what didn't you like about the other ones?
It wasn't necessarily I didn't like about them. It was just
they didn't grab you. per
yeah,
se?
like it's kind of, that was really high pitched. Jesus. It's just for what I played the first one. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. You're
Because-
fighting the God of War, and I
because
think it
Kratos was just an angry guy fighting the gods out of vengeance.
Atlas.
Yeah, you just
I think it was because it was such an over the top story. It was a cool story and a good story. But like I don't know what it was about it. I feel if I went back and played them now, I'd probably really enjoy them. But I think it was just because Kratos, the character, he's so over the top.
yeah.
Whereas this version of Kratos is like he's
more down there.
he's more like lets his actions speak for himself. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Whereas like I feel like the old Kratos was more like, "Ah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Get over here. Ah, fuck you and your family." Like
That's
I'm just
pretty-
kinda
that's
like,
pretty violent,
Essentially,
Kratos.
his own family he's killing.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play Gears of War?
Yes.
That's an Xbox exclusive, by the way. Gears
Thank
of War
you
is
for that,
kind of like
Kaz.
God of War. It's got war in it, so
And there's dudes
As-
with chainsaws.
I like Kratos in this game because he's basically like Thor. So it's like whatever.
Basically like
He's
Thor.
basically like God of Thor.
the god of Thor.
Give me my axe back.
But it's interesting because the point I'm trying to get at here is when I started talking to you about it, because you were like, "Oh, have you played New God of War yet? Like, tell me you got it." And I was like, "I don't have it yet, man. I don't know if I'm going to get it." And you were like, "Dude, you need to get it." And I was kind of like, whatever. And over the course of like the week, you were like, "Oh yeah, like you can do this," and like you weren't like giving anything away for me really. You were just kind of like, "You should do this," and like the kid's really helpful. And I was kind of like, because I thought the kid would be a bit of a burden.
No.
And now I'm like, no. So I was like, okay. Dark Runner hit me up and he's like, hey, dude, I'm going to stop by and give you something. I was like, okay. So he shows up, hands me God of War. And I'm like, what? So the second I sit down to play it, and the first thing that strikes me is, number one, it's a beautiful freaking game.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure even you can attest to this, Kaz. Like, it's a beautiful game.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild is a beautiful game. You're right. Is this game out for the Nintendo Switch?
No.
Well,
so you
then-
don't care.
I don't care. No,
I
I'm just
don't
joking.
care about this.
No, it's the visuals are nice, I guess, but it's not always about visuals. It's about gameplay
exactly.
for me. It's
Exactly.
ultimately
Same with
game-
me.
But the gameplay does look very smooth. Does look very like. I don't. I like. I'd have to play it for myself because I'm very picky with those kind of games now. Like I don't like games that are like. I don't know. I might be shooting myself in the foot by saying this, but I don't like games that are like all like, oh yeah, you gotta like go do a million different things. But this one doesn't seem like that. It just seems like it's very straightforward, and it's not like, and not that like I don't like not complicated like games. I love complication games sometimes, but I don't like over the top where it's just like, oh, there's a million things to do and none of it really matters.
Yeah, whereas with
Except
this,
for
it's
this
like
one quest, and this one's like, oh, you can go do this, and you get this upgrade, and you can go do this, and you can upgrade this, and
Wait, isn't that Breath of the Wild though?
pretty
what do you
much. Do it
over the top.
I think it's over the top.
That's why I said I'm going to shoot myself in the foot. See, I already covered all my
you already
bases.
That's
That's a game like Breath of the Wild
you
scares me
guys.
because I'm a completionist at heart.
Oh, dude,
and
you
No,
can't play
don't
Breath
play
of the
it.
Wild.
yes,
Don't do
it scares me.
Don't play
Don't
it.
do it.
It scares
Nope.
me.
There's over 900 Korok seeds.
I
You will
know.
never find them all.
9,000.
Shut it down.
like-
Nathaniel can never play
It's
Breath
like, where's
of the
Nathaniel?
Wild. He's on a no playlist.
He's in a
And-
corner playing Switch.
How long's he been there? 4.5 goddamn years. Just buy the strategy guide.
Yeah. And what they do, just increase your inventory and that's it. And then
Yep,
pretty
at
much.
the end,
It's
you
all
get like
nice.
a big
You get a
doo-doo.
golden turd.
Yes.
You do. You get,
Screw you.
what's his name? What's the Maraca guy's name?
I don't know,
Do
but
you
he's
remember
naked.
his name?
I know he's naked. I do him naked.
He does his little dance.
That does
like-
dance. The best tangent ever done on this podcast, right there, for sure.
Yeah, the golden turd of a tangent.
Yeah, but like I get what you're saying, and the cool thing with God of War, just as a quick overview, like you have your main quest, and it's extremely exciting, and the story is amazing, and the lore and all that cool stuff. And I don't want to really like necessarily ruin the game for anyone or like spoil anything, but
But everybody dies.
haha. Even I haven't gotten that far yet. I think I'm at like 46% complete the game. So.
I don't know.
Oh, you
I-
beat the game.
No, not yet.
Oh,
I don't even know. I was just saying.
Wait,
that. I
Thank
swear
God
that's
you
not-
told me. Like, 'cause you're about to be like, I'm about to drop some shit on you.
I swear that's not how the game ends. Everybody.
No, it's actually not. I don't know.
I don't know how it ends.
I feel like people are gonna die, but I don't know. Whatever.
Everybody
Anyway.
dies.
When I do beat it, maybe I'll have to have you on again.
can you give me a like a waypoint? Like, what was the last thing you did? Without like spoiling too much stuff.
I honestly don't even freaking remember. I just found out that someone is a god who
Yeah.
I already assumed was one.
Okay.
That's pretty much, and I left their establishment.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
about there. I'm not that far in. I have the head dude,
Yeah, Mimir. Yes. Okay. All
and I'm just cruising around right now. I just
Okay,
got
in
all
your
Canoe.
Yeah,
I would say
my
you're
canoe.
you're like halfway, maybe.
Because that's what they're all. That's what like everything says. It's like, oh, you're about halfway through the game,
Yeah.
46%. I haven't been going crazy with like finding everything, but now I'm doing all these side quests and stuff. Because all the side quests you're doing, like even Kratos says it in the game, and I love Kratos in this game because like it's just like the first time you see Kratos in this freaking game, it just cuts immediately to him chopping down a big fucking tree. It's just like. And he just picks up this fucking. I'm basically stealing this, by the way, from Life from a Casual Gamer. Life as a Casual Gamer, excuse me. Because they were talking about this and it was making me laugh. So I'm just stealing this. Like, this motherfucker just picks up a
the
big
whole
fucking
goddamn tree.
He's like, "Hurr,"
Yeah.
and he just walks.
Yeah.
And then he just throws it in the fucking water.
Yeah, yeah.
And Artemis, how's his name?
Atreus.
Atreus. How did I forget his name? Artemis. Atreus. Boy.
Boy.
Boy. I just call him boy. I don't call him anything else. Come here, boy. Atreus, boy. Well, I saw a meme, and it was a comic of Kratos and his wife when she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And it's like Kratos is like super buff. Oh,
shit.
And it's like, we need to think of a name. Like, what would you like to name him? Boy. She's like, you're not naming him boy. I will name him what I please. His name will be boy.
Yeah.
And then like he like gave, I can't remember what he said, but he basically gave her a reason as to what why he wanted to name him that.
Yeah.
And then like she was like, oh, okay, like that's sweet or whatever. And then like when they're like running through the woods, he's like, come boy. And he's like, I wish you would call me by my name. And he's just like, that is your name. Super stupid. But in like it's just floating in the water, and he hooks it around, and then like he's just canoeing with this big fucking log. Like, how are you doing this?
And then I'm like, this boy not catching on?
Yeah.
Just like, oh yeah,
your father's clearly a freaking
strong,
god. And like throughout the game, like there's this stuff that happens where it's like, come on, dude, really? You're like, oh, you're really strong. No shit, he's the god of war.
Like the very like first hour of the game after you meet the stranger.
Yeah.
And then you have that
kick his
little
ass.
spout. And then the boy comes out, he's just like, what happened here? It's just like
Yeah,
the fucking
like, what a
mountain's
fucking idiot,
so
yeah.
fucked up and
Like
shit.
the mountain is literally like split in two.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, but like, and it's cool though because like, I mean, it hasn't been revealed to him yet in the game where I'm at that he is a god.
Yes.
And that therefore Atreus is a demigod or whatever the hell. So it's like, I'm super like, yeah, just he'll do stuff, and I'm like, really, boy, really, boy. But yeah, like the second that I like figured out the combat system in this freaking game, because to me, as great as the story is, and it's really, really good, and as great as the visuals are, and as great as like the basic mechanics of the puzzles and everything are, I've really been enjoying the puzzles because it's like some of them are really, really easy.
Yeah.
And then other ones are kind of like meh, you know, like they're not too bad. But then some of them, it's like you really have to think to figure it out. There's one where like you have to hit those bell
You gotta
things.
throw your freaking axe at these spinning things, and then you match the symbols. And then sometimes they get more elaborate, like shit.
There's parts where like it just sometimes they get like super elaborate. And you're like, how the hell do I do this?
Yeah, you gotta like time it sometimes.
Yeah, and then you got to be able to call it back at a certain time.
Yeah.
But like when I figured out I could call my freaking axe back after throwing it, because I'm like in combat, I'm like fighting these dudes, and I threw my axe by accident. Haha. And I was like, shit, I just disarmed myself. And then he like put up his fist, and I'm like, square up, motherfucker. And I
Yeah,
start, like fighting.
you can start boxing up.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm going to throw hands here. Like, you're going to get these hands.
Yeah.
And I start like ripping dudes apart. It was great. But, and then like I press like the callback button. He just freaking does this.
Yeah.
And the axe comes back. And I was like, holy shit. And then when I realized, so I'm okay. So then next group of enemies, I kill a dude, throw my axe at another guy to like disable him. He's like, oh god, there's an axe in my throat.
Yeah.
And then I run up and kill two of his buddies with a punch. And then I call my axe back to kill him.
Yeah.
And then I freaking like executioner cleaved motherfucker like right now. And I was like, I can't. Like, what is going on in this game? It's so like, and like the kills and stuff, like in like the boss fights and everything, they're over the top, but they're not like with God of War, sometimes I felt like it was like too over the top. Like some of the original series where I was just like, was that really necessary to kill that thing? Whereas with this, it's like they're still over the top, but they're like, I feel like it's like acceptable over the top.
Okay.
Like when you're like killing the ogres,
Yeah.
you know, you're like, you jump up and you like bring them down by
Yeah.
their mouth, and you're
jaws.
like, yeah. And like and like the dragon, when you fight the dragon, it's like,
Yeah.
that was a good boss fight. I was like, shit, so good. Really, really enjoyed it. But like just from the standpoint of story, from the standpoint of combat, mechanic wise, like it's just a really, really good freaking game. And like people are saying like, oh, it's like the best game ever, and I'm like, I don't know if I go that far, but it's pretty freaking good.
It's good, yes. For this generation, I think it's probably the best game to come out this generation.
It's the best game to come out in a long fucking time. Of this like console generation, I would probably say it's in the top 5 at least.
Yes.
Who knows? Like I'm still halfway through the game, so maybe once I beat it, I'll be like, yes, oh my god, oh, best game ever, Sharon. And I'm like, Kaz, it's the best game ever.
Well, if I had a PS4, I'd buy it. But
You should buy a PS4.
no,
and you can play it.
I know I can't afford a PS4.
Bruh.
You're going to afford a PS4 real soon.
Once Spider-Man
come
comes
in
out.
September. Yes.
Spider-Man comes out.
Spider-Man.
Spoderman.
Spider-Man.
Spooderman.
They need to
Spooderman.
just make a game called God of Spider-Man, and then I could just play both
COD
games.
of War.
COD of War. No, they already have that.
But yeah, it's just a really great game. Is there anything, like any more points you kind of wanted to make on the game as far as...
The banter you have with your
Yes.
son is fantastic. There's a scene where I don't know if you got to this point in the game where you probably have because you fought the dragon. You're in this, let's call it a dungeon. And you gotta pick up these light
Dungeons and
crystals.
Dragons.
You gotta pick up these light crystals, and
Oh,
you're just walking around, and the Trace is just like, "You're just gonna carry that thing around everywhere." I do as I please, boy.
Yeah, like Atreus will like be talking to him, like he'll be like, "Dad, like why do you, like Father, why do you do this?" Or like, "Why, Father, what is this?"
It's like, I do not know.
I do not know, boy. And like everything's, I do not know. Boy.
Yes.
Quiet yourself, boy. If I wanted your opinion, I will ask for it, boy. But then like it kills me because like there's these moments where like Atreus is like emotional about something. And he's upset.
Yeah.
And Kratos like
He
goes
wants
to
to try
he
and
goes
comfort
to
him.
comfort him, but then he stops.
Yeah.
So I'm like what why like, so I'm interested to see what like evolves from this, because I'm like, and then as the game progresses, like he starts treating him a little better.
Yeah.
Because at first it was brutal. Like he's like trying to kill a deer and he's just like, "Your aim is terrible, boy."
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, he's a fucking child. Leave him alone. Like, Jesus. And like, he's trying to teach him to like control the rage inside him and everything, because he is the son of God of War who has rage problems. So it's like,
I am the son of God.
of war. I am the son of God of War.
Yeah, their connection gets a lot better throughout.
Yeah, but then adding like, and then when you do get to like that hub world and you're able to just canoe around and he's telling those bullshit little stories.
Oh yes, yes.
There was a story of a scorpion and a frog.
But it gets better with Mimir, because now Mimir's telling stories.
Oh my god, it's just
There was a story of a scorpion and a frog and a canoe.
Quiet head.
quiet. Head. If I want your opinion, I will ask for it, head.
Don't talk about my canoe. It's my canoe. You know who's a real douche canoe in this boat, don't you? Shut up.
So I just thought about the meme I'm going to do for this episode, because I always do like a meme for it. I'm going to try and find a picture of Kratos, Atreus, and Mimir. And I'm going to make him Artemis and me, Kratos, and you, Mimir.
Of course you would. Of course you would.
Because I think that's freaking hilarious.
Pick on Kaz.
Because I think that I think that like makes, and then like it's but it's gonna be our cartoon versions, and then like a real, you need to like send me a picture of yourself so I can like, put your head on it. That'd be
You've been
great.
taking snaps of me today.
Yeah, bro. I'll just
You're
I'll do
photographing him with, or taking pictures of him without his permission.
Shit.
Shit.
It's a given when you come on this podcast. You're gonna get pictures taken of you.
Sharon, get the lawyer.
Sharon, get the lawyer. But yeah, God of War. Basically, the whole point of the thing that we're trying to make here, that God of War is freaking amazing.
So go buy it right now. Stop listening to this podcast.
Like,
go.
I would have paid full price for it. Like, seriously.
So go do it.
Well, I don't need to though.
Wait, you didn't pay for this game?
No.
I know you didn't. I'm just like, I'm just trying to egg you on, because, you know,
Trying to piss me
because the
off.
people who created this game worked really hard on it, you know, and they just want people to buy it. So
And I mean, I'm gonna be buying the DLC when it comes out.
If
Has
I don't
it-
think they have plans.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are trying to get them to do New Game Plus. Would be fucking amazing, because you just go back through if you're leveled
they don't
up
have a
gear.
New Game Plus?
No, they
This
don't.
game seems like it's got a lot of flaws.
I-
Does it have a motorboat mod instead of the canoe?
Because that would be amazing.
Kratos just like,
Be quiet, boy.
can we go fishing when we get to the center of the lake, boy?
Yo, that's actually so dope. They should totally do. Oh,
But
they
like-
make mods available.
But like you're getting skills that solve puzzles. So like if you start a new game, you wouldn't have these skills anymore, which
Yeah.
would take away some stuff.
Well, and there's little things like the different arrows.
Yes, yeah.
And like I didn't really touch. Just I want to touch quickly before we kind of end this up here today with Atreus. Like, and like you can chime in with this too. I'm sure. Like as he's progressing the game, like where I'm at, I have basically everything all maxed out for him.
right.
Because he's so like he's
very
definitely got to
useful.
be the most useful NPC in a game, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe Ellie from The Last of Us might be like
Ellie.
like I find that with her it was like
maybe Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite.
yeah,
Booker catch.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, fair enough. Just with that line alone, it's like yeah, okay, fair enough. But like with him, it's like I almost feel like he's not an NPC in a way. Like he is obviously.
No,
'cause you
he's
can't
like
play
he's
as
like
him,
a
but,
second player kind of.
like he's,
But and you control him too.
so it's like are they considered one character?
yes, I would say so. They're
Yeah.
one unit.
But it's like, do you play as him? No. So it's like, it's just because you control him and like you can do some really cool. If you're about to die, I've fighting an enemy, I'm about to die. And all of a sudden, I'm like, unload a barrage of electric arrows. And then they start going for Atreus, and Atreus can't be hurt. So I'm like, oh, thank God, boy. Save me, boy.
There's a.
And then I got his
wish you were a
one
bit-
summon.
I wish you were a bit farther because there's a
Damn.
part where
Don't tell me. I'm gonna like rip through
Let's
it
just
this
say
weekend.
he doesn't listen to you.
Oh shit! I saw that coming though. 'Cause I feel like he's getting more mad at Kratos as time's going on. Because like he knows something's up. So I'm like, this is gonna explode at some point. And Atreus already has an attitude. And Kratos like can't really shut him down anymore because he just isn't scared of Kratos anymore.
Yeah.
He's just like, you a big bitch. What are you gonna do about it? Quiet boy. Make me be quiet, bitch. And he's just like, if you were not my son, I would kill you, boy. I killed my son once before. Don't make me do it again.
Or it was his daughter, actually.
Or yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, so where I was going with that. Oh, the summons. I got the squirrel.
Oh yeah, I got the squirrel actually later in the game.
Yeah, and
I
like,
got that one late.
So fucking good.
Yeah,
and the dwarves. Like, there's so many great characters in this game. You guys need to check it out.
Yeah.
It is super, super good.
Summoning
Awesome.
squirrels.
Yeah.
I use the wolves for majority of my playthrough.
Yeah.
So you can summon squirrels. So what I can take away from this, from never playing the game, this game is worth buying because 1, you can summon squirrels. 2, you get to tell your son to shut up constantly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
On like pretty much a half-hour basis, if not
Like
more.
every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes. And
Boy.
you get a friggin' sick canoe
Yes.
Shut up, boy.
Yes.
to sail around in, which makes this game...
The Leviathan. Don't forget the Leviathan axe. That weapon.
And Thor's hammer.
That
And
weapon
Thor's
will go
hammer.
down in one of the probably the best weapons.
25 out of 3. I give this game a 25 out of 3.
I give it like an 80 out of 3.
That's a lot, dude. You can't divide. Can you divide that? Yeah, you can. There's got to be a way. Turn 80 into 3. Nope.
Steam's coming out of his ears.
My brain hurts.
Haha.
I'm done.
Anyway, with that, I believe it is now time for some shout-outs.
Shoutouts initiating.
Anyone have any shouts today? Don't leave me hanging.
I want to shout out you guys for bringing me on this podcast.
What up?
Hey.
Yay, we got a shout out. We can put it on the board at work. Yay. Yay.
Yay. No, man, thank you so much for coming on. It was a lot of fun. I would shout you out, but you're right here. I'll shout you out anyway. Shoutouts to the king.
Hey.
I don't know
is
why I pointed
Prince.
over there.
No, it's the prince who is king.
That's it, the prince who was king. Kaz, any shoutouts you want to give today to anyone?
I'd like to shout out my 2018 Honda Civic, and also just as a special segment, we're going to talk about it for about another 48 minutes here. So the interior of my Honda Civic.
I would like to make sure that I give a huge shout out to the entire Podbeard network. Our boy Dark Runner, thank you again, man, for letting me God of War. I want to make sure I give a shout out to Prague Rocker, to Martin Perez. Give a shout out to that harder guy, I guess. He's kind of a dick, though. Give a shout out to Mikes and Beers and the Heel. Shout out to the producer. And I, of course, want to give a huge shout out to our friends over at the Still Loading Podcast, Drinks with Larry, and, of course, the Amazing Nerd Show. There's a whole bunch of other people as well. I want to give another shout out to Life is Casual Gamers Podcast. Great podcast. Check them out. As well as the Real Rant Podcast. Thank you guys very much for all of the support and everything. All of you. We appreciate it. And everybody who retweets us and everything using the hashtag #PodernFamily. Want to make sure that you have subscribed to us however you are listening, whether it's on the Spotify, Podbean, iTunes, Apple Music, freaking YouTube, however the hell you listen to us. Hit that subscribe button. We seriously appreciate it. Follow us on social media. We have the Facebook, Instagram, both under 2 Guys in a Game, and as well as Twitter, 2 Guys AA Game. Contact us anytime on the web at podbeardnetwork.com/2 Guys in a Game. And of course, you can email us anytime, 2 Guys in a Game podcast at gmail.com. Thank you.
Good job. Good job.
Any last words, boys, before we go? Any last words? Anything? Okay. I have a feeling that
great.
we may see you guys again next week, everybody, on 2 Guys in a Game!
2 guys and another guy in a
2 Guys and another guy in a
game.
Bye, everybody.